Like what you're talking about is kind of the cornerstone of what I build my business on is you're not actually like, okay, so you're learning how to tattoo and that shit matters, but it doesn't really matter because what you're learning on how to do is how to stay established with people, how to give a fuck, how to care. It's really, really, really basic, but if you start that right from the ground up, it's built in within every part of their behavior. So for me, the reason to take an apprenticeship, if you're looking to get into tattooing, there's two huge reasons to do it. Number one, time. Everything that a mentor is going to teach you, you can learn on your own easily, but not quickly. And it will cost you every mistake. It will cost you in your reputation. I know it because I was like that. Had a shit ton of friends that were looking to get tattooed and then suddenly weren't. Why? I don't know. Maybe it's something to do with, right? So like that's one. And then the second is what you're doing is you're borrowing your mentor's reputation. So I've been doing it for 14 years and I have clients at every price point. Call them little apartments, right, on a floor building, right? So when I train somebody, they get to take these clients because those clients don't want to pay up here, right? As they move on to bigger work, they jump up to the next group of clients that I've already established and is already there. I'm not building Kurt Jacobsen clients, I'm building the shop clients. And as I move up in price, people who are paying at this point tend to go with artists who are now at that point. So as you bring people up, their price points continue up. And in that way, an apprentice, even though you're done in a year, we continue to have conversations 4 years later. And when you're ready to go up, or I think you're ready, we're going to have talks and you're coming up to the next one as the next person's coming up. And it just happens automatically. So by the time you're done with your term, if you're dedicated, it's pretty much a guaranteed career.
Yeah. I've never heard it put that way, but that's a great explanation of the value of an apprenticeship because you're exactly
Correct.
right. That one of the problems these days, or problem, or whatever you want to call it, is that
YouTube, baby.
you can learn to
Sure.
tattoo. Used
And you
to, it was a real
absolutely,
struggle, but now you can buy a course. You can watch YouTube. You can just watch Instagram Live and kind of watch what people are doing. So yeah, you're
and
absolutely
do it
right.
just as well. Like you absolutely can. It is almost a guarantee. Like I'm an autodidact, so I tend to teach myself anyways, and I'm definitely not going to understand it until I do it. Like I said, knowledge to understanding. And like I need to do it to understand it. It's just how it automatically is. So in a lot of ways, I seek to teach myself, but I have to take the long way because that's just how learning is. You don't know anything, so like you just waste your fucking time. You just waste your time in areas that don't help until you figure out the areas that do help. And then once you dialed that in, then you got to clear through all the brush of what's helpful out of that to get the nugget that works well for you. In an apprenticeship, I've already taught enough people and had enough understanding of how people view or read information. I can tell you generally what an apprentice is going to struggle with based on their type of personality. Most people struggle with the people thing for sure, but some people struggle more with time management. Some people struggle more with communication. Some people struggle more with like boundaries is a big one. Like they'll just let the client take off of them. And from that way, without ever doing anything else, I'm already, when I'm selecting my candidate, I'm helping you by knowing what I'm looking for, and how well that's going to adapt over. Yeah. So it's like,
Yeah.
yeah, dude, finding an apprentice that's going to speak your language or finding a mentor that's speaking the same language.